All right, welcome back everybody. I didn't make an intro. I've been out here for like 30-40 minutes maybe. There's just been a lot of action immediately. It's fall right now, fish are excited, water temps are kind of dropping into a happier range. There's a ton of bait in this creek right now, ton of threadfin shad swimming around in big schools, and I'm catching fish on them. The bait's pretty surface oriented and you can see blow-ups on the surface here and there, although I've kind of lost him for a moment here. But I'm kind of just sight casting right now. Whoa! Can we catch this fish? Whoa, that was nuts. That's a bigger fish right there with the bait. For sure, there's a bite. We got him. We got him. It's a largie, not a hybrid. Good one too, pretty good one. All right, decent sized largemouth. Nice, all right, fish number one. There's not like a lot of giant bass in this lake. That's a pretty good one. Ooh, yes. What is it? White bass. All right, there's kind of all manner of fish maybe chasing this bait around. Oh no, that's actually a hybrid, I think. Tiny little hybrid striper. I wonder if I'm gonna need the bait that I bought at all if we're just gonna be casting lures today. That'd be great because I've been kind of leaning on bait fishing a lot lately, which is fine with me, but this is definitely not necessarily more fun, but more fun in one way. It's more fun. I think I'm gonna change. We have caught 2 fish already, but I think we could be catching more. Four-inch Kayak paddle tail, or 3.8, a little bit more subtle. And we can fish it whatever depth we want, you know? So, as opposed to the crankbait where that's kind of decided by the lure itself. Ooh, we got something. Yes, first bite on the paddle tail. Largemouth. Oh, shook off. That's okay. It was a small fish anyway. That's so cool. You gotta be able to see that. I imagine that comes through in the camera. I'll zoom in too. Look at all this bait. That's so cool, man. It's so thick with shad right here. Ooh, there was a good bump. We got something. Nice. What is this? I think it's a largemouth. Not a huge one, but... No, it's a striper, or, you know, hybrid. Another small guy. There, they're kind of going nuts right there. Those shad right there look scared. And that's why I think this might be a little bit bigger than that last one. It's not big, but it might be a little bigger. Nope, not really. Largemouth. Find the bait, find the fish. Where'd the bait go though? That's the question now. We lost track of it. Ooh, yes, this is bigger. Maybe not a lot bigger, but it's bigger. That is a white bass, not a hybrid. Usually these guys are a little bit smaller. It's funny that the first one we get is actually bigger. I would keep a hybrid this big, but I don't like to eat these ones as much, so. The paddle tail's good though, because we can let it go down to the bottom, or we can kind of burn it along higher up. This is a 3/8 ounce jig head. Casts pretty far too. I feel like maybe a quarter might be like a little bit better, but I'm not going to bother to change. It's not a big enough difference. There's a bunch of action out there, kind of out of range. Man, that big white bass fought super hard. I thought he was going to be bigger, a little bit bigger than he was. When he first hit, at least. Here's the school of shad again, or one of them. I'm floating right into it, which I don't really want to do. Look at all that. That is so cool. That is amazing. Look at that. There's bait again right there. No fish busting on them though right now. Well, maybe that was it. Maybe it's time to go do something else. It's been an hour, maybe. We've already probably caught like a half a dozen fish. Nothing big, but still. Definitely a pretty cool start to the day. What I'm gonna do is go try and catch a couple of sunfish. Bust out some worms in a drop shot, see if we can catch a couple of sunnies. I got a flow troll. We're gonna stick them in the flow troll and then go throw them out under a big bobber, because it seems like it kind of died out here. That was really cool though, to bump into that whole thing that was happening. That was rad. Let's start throwing some worms around. All right, I'm gonna throw half a night crawler around on a drop shot by some docks right now that are just kind of lining the bay that we were just chasing all those bait fish around and casting lures. There's a bite. And it's probably the right kind. Yes, that's exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want. A little bit bigger one. Ooh. Yeah. That's a red ear. I'm gonna keep that for food. That's a nice sunfish. All right, big red ear sunfish. Probably like a 1 pounder. Close to it, if not. I will eat him. Ooh, had a bite, but whatever it was, did not get hooked. That one's not quite keeper size. Is it flathead bait size though? It might be a little too big for that. Oof. Sorry. Another one right away. That's catfish bait size right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah. Okay, we just caught something big that broke us off. It's just a beautiful fall day and everything is biting so far. Maybe we will catch something big too on the bait. All right, got a new drop shot rig tied on here. I'm using a number 4 Aberdeen hook. And below that, we got a 3/16 ounce drop shot weight. I'm gonna drag. There was something big down there a minute ago. Instant bite again. Oop. We missed that though. That was probably a smaller fish. What's that? That's a good size. That's a nice little size for bait. Got a little, just a little piece of night crawler on there. How many fish could there be? Like right there, you know? What do we get? It's bigger. Like a lot bigger. What is this? This has got to be a channel cat. Trying to turn my motor on, get myself out from these rocks here. I don't want to lose this. I want to break it off. Don't run under the docks. Don't run under the docks. I can't stop him a whole lot more. I don't want to break off. This is 8 pound. It can handle a bit, but I think we're getting off the docks. We're gonna get him. What is this? Kind of dragging him off the docks here. Got the motor in reverse. Yeah, it's a cat. It's a blue cat, I think. Good eating one. Sweet. Is that a blue or a channel? It's a channel. Oof. We're keeping him, so let me give him a whack. Channel catfish. I'm kind of gonna guess that that's the fish that broke me off a minute ago here. So far, this first dock that we've kind of stepped up to is like proving super productive. Let's see what else is on it before we go head out and try and catch a big cat. See if we can get one more sunny for bait. Or whatever, I mean, whatever. What's this? Another red ear. That's not too big for catfish bait, is it? I don't know, I think I want one slightly smaller. Get that red ear in there with them. Get my lunch back in. The crawlers back in. Let's put that on the crawlers. All right. A little cooler organization. All right, and we're off. Let's go see what else we can catch. All right, well, I drove the kayak out to another spot and took some of those live sunfish, the smaller ones, and put them out under the big bobber. Waited for quite a while for a bite. I definitely gave it a fair amount of time, but didn't get bit on that. Ate some lunch and then remembered that I had like a half a dozen shiners in the bait bucket too. So I put those out too, waited a little while longer. But yeah, it just wasn't happening. That's all right though. It was super cool to follow those schools of bait around and catch fish feeding on them. Even if we didn't get anything big, that was still super cool to me. Fishing on the docks was good. We found some good fish to bring home and eat. So that was also a success. So yeah, 2 things worked out pretty well, even though the third one didn't. But as Meatloaf would say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Leave a comment, thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.